Good day, everyone. I'm Jocelyn P. Baltasar from Based Science, First Year College. Today, I am going to report the matter and its interaction. Learning objectives. First is define gas. Second is enumerate the properties of gases. The third is state Boyle's law. The last is solve word problem using Boyle's law equation. You can predict the behavior of gases based on the following properties. First is pressure, volume, amount or moles, and the last is temperature. The amount of a gas or its mass could be expressed in moles or grams. The mass of gases is negligible, kagaya nitong mga balloons. Ito yung halimbawa ng amount of a gas or its mass. The volume of a gas is the amount of space occupied by the gases. They have the tendency to occupy all the spaces of the container that they are confined. Halimbawa na lang sa Coke, 'di ba? The volume of gas is the amount of space occupied by the gases. Halimbawa ng plastic bottle ng Coke. The temperature of a gas is the measure of hotness or coolness of an object. Nakikita ba, di ba natin yung halimbawa ng temperature? Yung animation natin, di ba? Hottest or coldness of an object. The temperature of a confined gas is the force of the gas exerted on given area of the container in which it is contained. Di ba? Kita natin yung example ng pressure. This is the unit of volume. SI unit equals letter or the symbol is L, cubic meter, cubic decimeter, cubic centimeter, quarter, and the last is gallon. The unit for temperature is SI unit equals Kelvin or K. K equals to Celsius plus 273.15. Unit for pressure is SI unit or equal Pascal or PA. Atmosphere, millimeter of mercury, centimeter of mercury, and IV or IN raised to 2. How do they all relate? Some relationship of gases may be easy to predict. Now that we understand the factor that affect the behavior of gases, we will study how those factors interact. Robert Boyle's law was a chemist who discovered the relationship between pressure and temperature. Robert Boyle concluded that the volume of a fixed amount of gas is inversely proportional to its pressure at constant temperature. What happened to the volume when the pressure increases? Diba makikita natin na yung volume and pressure is nagiging increases. This is the equation of Boyle's law. P1B1 equals P2B2. P1 and B2 are the pressure of gas. B1 and B2 are the volume of gas. For 1 is initial condition, 2 is a final condition. This is the example of Boyle's law. If the pressure of helium gas in a volume has a volume for a 4 liter at 200 kPa, what will the pressure be at 2.5 liter? This is the equation P1B1 equals P2B2. First step is kukunin natin yung given. The second step is substitute for the value. Step 3 is divide from both sides of the equation. The last step is check your answer if it follows for Boyle's law. And this is the solution. This is a given. Ang given natin is the P1 is 210. Ang P2 natin is hahanapin pa natin. Ang B1 natin is 4.0 liter. And the B2 natin is 2.5 liter. Substitute the P1 and B1 equals P2, B2. Then, 210 ang P1 natin and B2 natin is 4.0 liter. And hahanapin natin ang P2. 2.5 liter ang B2 natin. And multiply. Then, ang total ng 210 kPa times 4.0 liter is 840 kPa times L equals P2 2.5 liter. Kasi wala naman siyang times. Ganun pa din yung number niya. Divide from the both sides of the equation. 2.5 liter and 2.5 liter. The total is 336 kPa. Ang P2 natin is 336 kPa. The K concepts. Gas is a state of matter that has no fixed shape and no fixed volume. The properties of gases are mass, amount, volume, pressure, and temperature. Robert Boyle, who was a chemist who discovered the relationship between pressure and volume. According to the Boyle's law, the volume of a fixed amount of a gas is inversely proportional to its pressure at constant temperature. Hence, if the pressure increases, the volume decreases. If the pressure decreases, the volume increases. Equation for Boyle's law. P1, B1 equals P2, B2. And the next topic is Charles' law. Charles' law states that at constant pressure, the volume of fixed amounts of gas directly proportional to the Kelvin temperature. The volume-temperature relationship in gases was determined and named after Jacques Charles. And this is the example of the Charles' law. Diba makikita natin ang volume at temperature tumataas, 'di ba? Habang umiinit yung tubig, tumataas yung volume at temperature natin. Yan na yung halimbawa ng Charles' law. This is the formula of Charles' law. B1 over T1 equals B2 over T2. The B1 and B2, ganun pa rin, are the volume of gas. The T1 and T2 are the temperature of gas. One initial condition, two final condition. Gay-Lussac's law. The person who is credited with the determinations of temperature, pressure, relationship in gases at a constant volume is a concept Louis Gay-Lussac. He deduced the pressure of gas is directly proportional to its temperature. This is the example of Gay-Lussac's law. Ganon. The equation is P1 over T1 equals P2 over T2. Ganon pa rin, yung P1 and P2 natin are the pressure of gas. The T1, T2 are the pressure of gas. The one initial condition, two final condition. The last is combined gas law. Combined gas law is a combination of Boyle's law, Gay-Lussac's law, and Charles' law. The pressure and volume of gas are inversely proportional to each other, but both are directly proportional to the temperature of that gas. The formula of combined gas law equation is P1 B1 over T1 equals P2 B2 over T2. The P1 is pressure of the gas. The T is the temperature of the gas. The B is volume of the gas. 1 initial condition, 2 final condition. This is the review of gas laws. The gas laws of Boyle's law is the changing properties is pressure and volume. The relationship is inversely proportional. The equation is P1 B1 equals P2 B2. And the gas laws of Charles' law is the changing properties is temperature and volume. The relationship is directly proportional. The equation is B1 over T1 equals B2 over T2. Gay-Lussac's law. The changing properties is temperature and pressure. The relationship is directly proportional. The equation is P1 over T1 equals P2 T2. The last is combined gas law. The changing properties is pressure, temperature, volume. And they have no relationships. Kasi kinumbined yung tatlong gas law. The equation is P1 B1 over T1 equals P2 B2 over T2. And that's all, and thank you for your listening. I hope you like this presentation.